Welcome to the Brand University Influencers and Entrepreneurs panel at the 2024 New You Beauty Bar event. Today's moderator is none other than Elizabeth Gutierrez. Her presence has lit the screens with passion and fire, and her nearly 6 million followers can attest to this. She's an actress, model, beauty entrepreneur, and blogger, but for her, family always comes first. Joining Elizabeth is our panel of industry influencers and entrepreneurs. Witney Carson, a professional dancer and choreographer, has been dancing with the stars, earning a Primetime Emmy for outstanding choreography. She has bounded from her dancing success to fruitful collaborations with several brands. Julie Solomon, a powerhouse in the world of public relations and branding, has spearheaded successful campaigns for a who's who of high-profile clients, earning her a well-deserved reputation as a marketing virtuoso. Kat James has over 30 years of experience in the beauty industry as a licensed esthetician and celebrity makeup artist. As the creator of the award-winning Shine Beauty, she has become one of the most trusted names in the industry. Cindy Prado, model and social media influencer with nearly 3 million followers on Instagram alone, has capitalized on her success with many brand collaborations. It's clear that Cindy means business. Alexa Collins knows what it takes to build a following. Leaving college to dedicate herself daily to creating a presence on social media and earning 2.4 million followers, Alexa has found success with various brand partnerships. Fashion and lifestyle influencer Alexa Dellanos has amassed an impressive 12 million followers across her platforms, a following that she has cultivated with much care to bring the success that she now enjoys. Please give a warm welcome to our influencers and entrepreneurs.
Thank you so much, everyone, for being here. And wow, what a great panel we have here. Amazing and beautiful ladies. Welcome to Miami, our home. Thank you so much. I'm so happy to be here with this amazing group of people who have each taken their own brands, built, scaled, and continued to evolve them. Today, they're going to share their secrets, all of their secrets. And why don't we get started? And I'm going to start with you, Alexa.
All right.
Let's go. Number one. You've built a great following on Instagram. How do you build your audience, and what advice do you have for someone that's just starting?
So yeah, I've been doing this for over 9 years now, and it's been an amazing journey, and it's been nothing but great. My advice to anyone trying to get into the industry is stay consistent, post content every single day, and really put yourself out there, and you want to post content that resonates with your audience.
All right. I like learning from you guys. So Witney, what did you learn most about yourself and for your brand from all those years in Dancing with the Stars?
I've learned so much. It's kind of hard to pinpoint a few, but I'll try. I have been on the show since I was 18 years old, so I was a baby. I got engaged on the show, married, I had 2 kids, so you know, I'm 30 now, so that's a lot of years on the show. But I would say kind of the biggest things, I continue to learn every day, but I learned a lot about communicating with other people. I think that was a really big skill to learn. All my partners were so different in personalities. I learned how to motivate and hopefully be a good teacher. Some students might not agree with me, but that's okay. I learned a lot. I think one of the most important things is always be kind to people, no matter who they are. You never know who they might be, and it's just always good to always be kind. Always go for what you want, and don't be afraid to ask for what you want, and know what you're worth, I think is a really big one. And I'm just so grateful that I've created this platform on Instagram from Dancing with the Stars, and to have all these different avenues of health and beauty and lifestyle and fitness and all intertwined with my family is just a really beautiful thing to share with the world. So
believe in yourself.
Believe in yourself, of course.
Yes,
absolutely.
Of course. And now you, Cindy, what was the point of difference you had in your content that amazed millions of followers?
I think that I've just always put a lot of effort and creativity in my content and not taken the easy way out, whereas is investing into my content, like not minding renting locations or getting props, or I've even gotten like snow machines and pretended it was snowing to create content. But apart from the professional content, I think it's important to also show the real side of it. And I've always been very adamant about on my stories posting the behind the scenes and the mishaps of like the snow machine turning into soap in my balcony and like all of that. They love to see the behind the scenes of how
the
everything
bloopers.
happens. Yeah, and it's all about balance. So you have like the professional work, but you also show that it's relatable, and tying that in together I think is very important.
All right, I like that. Let's go with you, Kat. What advice would you give other beauty influencers when it comes to building their brand and believing in themselves?
I think I heard this quote once, or a saying, or somebody said that there's two reasons people will click the follow button, and that is entertainment. Someone's providing you entertainment, they sort of take you out of your reality, or someone is teaching you something. It's someone that's offering you a solution to a problem, advice. And so as a brand, and I started as a brick and mortar retail beauty store, I realized that those products sitting on a shelf don't do anything. They don't have a life, they're not interesting. So I decided to really step out in front of the camera and start speaking for those products, teaching them how to use them, what these do, how they'll work for you. So I think for a brand, really discovering your voice beyond the actual product, beyond that box, the shelf is super important. And believing in yourself is really just, everyone is so unique, you have something special. You have to figure out what it is that makes you different, you interesting, and there's an audience for everyone.
Everyone brings something different to the table.
Absolutely.
Definitely. And Julie, what is your best advice on how to secure a brand deal?
Yeah, so, I mean, there's a lot of different ways that you can skin the cat, but after 15 years of teaching people how to do this every single day, I think the first thing that you have to really understand is first what a brand is and who are you as a brand. Because a lot of times I think that it's really hard to get collaborations and pitch to brands if you yourself don't really understand who you are and why you want to pick up your phone and post content every day. And most people, when they come to me for that help, they think that a brand is a lot of things that it's not. They think that it's a logo. They think that it's the product. But really, at the end of the day, brand equals reputation. It is the perception that people have at whatever it is that you're throwing at them. And as long as what you're throwing at them is mostly, corralled to where you want it to be, then you're gonna have a much better time with connecting to brands and brands seeing the value and the ROI and investing with you. However, most people don't have that corralled mostly to where they want it to be. And so it's first about getting really clear on what is your UVP, your unique value proposition. What makes you unique and different for a brand to say, hey, I want to pay you and work with you over the millions of other content creators that I could work with. So you have to first start there. And then the other big thing is that a way to start with that is to just start organically engaging with the brands that you want to work with. Get really clear on your brand values. Do your research. So many creators just see what other content creators are doing, and then they want to kind of piecemeal that together, or they want to say like, well, she's working with this brand, so I should too. And it's like, well, no, what do you want? What do you bring to the table? Do your research. Brands know when you don't do your research. And start organically creating content by tagging them, by talking about them. Slide into their DMs. Let them know that you love their product and why you love their product. I promise you the brands pay attention to that. For those of you who have products, you know that. You know the difference between a content creator who's just trying to get a paycheck versus a content creator who genuinely loves the products that you have to offer. And so those are kind of the biggest takeaways that I could share from a bird's eye view.
So do the extra work, basically. Do the research.
And care.
Right.
Like care. It's human beings behind these products. It's human beings behind these services. And so you have to come from that place of service and care.
All right. Sounds good.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Alexa, what's the one big thing that got you to 12 million followers? Wow.
So I would say in the beginning of my career, I was really a perfectionist, and I would delete things and post things and unarchive on Instagram, on YouTube, everything. And when I kind of let go of the fear of just messing up or posting something that maybe wasn't my best day, and I just let it go, and I feel like people were able to connect with me more, as well as responding to my followers, even meeting people in real life and having a conversation and seeing who are these people that follow me online, who are they in real life, and how can I connect them, and realizing that every person that follows you, whether you have like 1,000 followers or 1 million or millions, each person matters. So when you post something, just posting because it's authentic to you and having that perseverance to just keep going when maybe you don't have the numbers that you think your content deserves, but you still post with hopes that one day the right people will see it and follow you and appreciate you for it.
So keep it real, I
Yeah,
would say, right?
definitely.
That's nice. That's what people connect with, real. So let's go back to Alexa.
Hi.
What does tomorrow look like? What are you planning to do to continue to attract all these followers and grow your following?
So I think everything is constantly shifting, and now so much that it's more reels and video content and vlogs and these short piece content of people just showing their everyday life. So now I'm married, we bought a house, and I'm posting more things that feel real to me, that are more relatable, because it used to be such a glamorous thing on Instagram, but now I feel like people just want to see content of you day to day, and I think that's something that I'm focusing on more now.
Just rolling up your sleeves.
Yes.
Witney, talk to us about any setbacks you've experienced with your business and what you've learned from it.
I think as being an entrepreneur, I've had a lot of businesses fail, and I think that is just the name of the game. I had 2 parents growing up that were both entrepreneurs, and they built a really small business in our basement. My mom was sewing swimsuits together, and I just learned how to really work hard from a very young age, and I saw this business grow into something beautiful and amazing, and I'm just so thankful that I've seen that hard work. I feel like with some divine intervention and hard work, I really believe that anything is possible, and I'm kind of living out that dream now. I never thought in a million years that I would be on a national TV show, but here I am. So I think really it is, thank you. I'm living the dream, I really am, and it's just living proof that you can do it too. Like with hard work and really dedication, you never give up. This is something that I instill in my children, that I'm trying to instill in them. Just never give up, and don't give up on yourself. Always go for your dream, because this is America, and we are living the dream, and it is possible. Anything is possible.
That's right. Anything's possible. Thank you so much. Cindy, what do you think will be the next big thing in influencing?
I think the next big thing, I think we're seeing a shift right now where everything is a lot more organic and relatable and authentic. Whereas, back in the day, women would use all these filters. Now it's almost like, don't use filters, but also the video formats, girls getting ready and then talking about their life, and everybody's so interested in it. And when I saw that shift, I was like, oh my God, this is gonna be so much more work, because videos, I'm used to doing professional photography. And then I realized that I'm used to doing things so polished, but I'm like, you don't have to get ready. You put your phone down, you do whatever you were gonna do that day, and people are going to be interested. And this is great because anybody can do this. But somehow people are shifting into, they just want to see your real life. They don't want to see everything is so perfect. We're all dealing with things. And I think that especially in video format, YouTube's, Reels, and all of that, but just showing your daily life and being organic is the next big thing. People want to see the real you.
The raw you. Kat, what are the best practices for monetization? I think this interests all of us.
Well, I love that I get to talk about money. It's not a dirty word, and I think in the influencing social media circles, it was considered a dirty word that an influencer, an educator, or a brand is out here to make money, but we are. It's a lot of work, it's a full-time job, and you should be paid for it. I believe that followers, people, the public now understands that, and most of our followers look to us for advice. What clothes are you wearing? What shoes are you wearing? What necklace are you wearing? I can do a live, and my entire feed will be, what's the plant? What's the picture? And I'm like, oh my God, TJ Maxx. You know, it's a service that we provide, and there should be no shame in that. To get very specific, I think one of the most important monetization tools that has come out recently is the broadcast channel on Instagram. And if you're not using it, you are missing out. It is, your followers sign up for it. It's free to sign up for. And within that channel, you can post links. And those links live there, unlike the stories. And people just come to learn after you post something, after you do a live. That's where they go, and every single thing you talked about is now linked for them. And it makes it so much easier than saying those dreaded words, link in bio, because we all know the algorithm does not like those words. So I think using that broadcast channel is a huge tool, and being very transparent with your followers and within your content. Hey, this is my outfit. I have it linked for you. This is where you find it. It's a service, and there's no shame in that game.
Well, thank you for that. Julie, we've heard from Kat. Now, why don't you tell us your best practice for monetization?
Yeah, so I love what you said about the broadcast channel. I myself, with my clients, I just had a client that has already landed in the past 15 days $10,000 through selling in the broadcast channel.
Exactly.
That is going to be your warmest leads of people. So I second that one for sure.
Yes.
And I think that when it comes to monetization, you have to understand what your long game strategy is. You know, most of the time when, you know, people come into this game, they're coming into this game as content creators or YouTubers, and they're thinking, you know, things along the lines of brand partnerships or maybe UGC or maybe affiliate income. But what's the long game here? You know, because I firmly believe, in what I have now gone on to teach and coach so many creators through over the last 10 years, is that you have to have this through line of what's a product or service that you're actually going to create that is your IP, that you are going to go sell in the future. And really think about how you can start focusing on your monetization now to build towards that. You know, I have seen people that have had a ton of followers, but they don't make any money. So following does not equal dollars. Whereas I have clients that have 10,000 followers and they're making multi-six figures a year because they have that through line of the monetization game. They focus on building the know, like, and trust. They focus on asking their audience questions and stories, polls. You know, if I created this, what do you think? Is this something that you would be interested in? You know, what shade do you like of this lipstick? Whatever that may be. And I think a lot of times we sometimes forget the importance of how we are all in sales, whether we want to admit it or not, whether we want to believe it or not. It is not sleazy, it is not slimy. And sales really at the end of the day is a service. You are providing a service. And the more that you can put that spotlight on your audience, on your community, pull them in, and stop putting the spotlight so much on yourself, you're going to see the monetization not only grow, but you're gonna see a consistency. So when you get to a place that you wanna create your own product and service, you're gonna have interest. You're gonna have potential investors that see the ROI in you, and you're gonna have longevity. And to me, that really is the goal of monetization. It's not about how much money can I make today, but am I gonna be here 5 years from now, 10 years from now? Am I actually building something that is sustainable? And so you have to think about that bigger picture when it comes to engagement and community.
Thank you. Alexa, what's the one big tip you would give a content creator?
I would say deciding what you want your content to align with, what message you want to portray to your audience, and just sticking to that. I think everybody changes, so bringing people along through life changes is a great way to gain an audience that lasts time, as well as just bringing your followers along with you everywhere. I've noticed that when I'm really, really real with everyone and I'm not going through like the best time in my life, I have so many people that offer support and love and prayers, and that's been something that I think shows kind of my heart. So I would always recommend for people to show their heart. Not everybody feels easy, like good to be vulnerable online, but I do recommend it, and sometimes it really does work in the long term for people to know who you are and where you come from.
You become a family, sort of, like an extended family,
Yes,
I would
always.
say. Yes. Well, thank you guys so much. We've heard so many great insights from all of you, from the best in the business, definitely. And this first Brand University Influencer and Entrepreneur panel, I would say, was a great success. How about you guys?
It was fun.
Yeah.
Well, on behalf of myself and all of these beautiful girls, we want to thank you so much. And I guess now we can enjoy a little drink or something, right? Let's go celebrate. Thank you guys so much for being here. We appreciate your time.